What's up, YouTube? Big Dog here, back again for another edition of Big Dog Movie Reviews. Today we'll be discussing the very much talked about Knives Out. It was something. Getting this out at a decent point in this time. Spoilers ahead, so be warned. If you haven't seen it yet, watch this afterwards, otherwise I'll probably spoil the entire thing for you. But same format as always, likes, dislikes, final score, final comments, yada, 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 yada. So let's get into it. Likes. So the story, it's obviously like a murder mystery type thing, and the story from each suspect is different, much as everything. Obviously, but as each person is telling their respective side of the story, it shows like flashbacks, and each little flashback changes. Excuse me, and each like flashback changes little things to match the person's story telling it. And I think that is kind of a cool little feature. It kind of really keeps you on the edge of your seat because it includes everything each person is saying. So it just adds to the fact that you don't know which story is actually true and such. It just adds a little bit more of the mystery feature of the film. The way the family reacted to Marta getting the inheritance is that it's just like, it kind of shows to me that they cared more about the money more so than the old man and what he wants. They all they obviously come from a super wealthy family. And then when he dies, he gives all of his inheritance to his nurse, I guess is the best way to call her. And the family freaks out saying that can't be right, blah, 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 blah. They try to convince her to hand it over to them. To me, that shows the family cared more about the inheritance than they did the actual person, his final wishes. So, kind of an interesting element to the film for the characters. And there's a big plot twist right at the end, which I did not see coming in the slightest. And I think it was that was having Ransom, that's his name. And it turned out Ransom was the guy behind it all, which I quite frankly didn't see coming. Some may have seen that, some may have wanted that to be obvious. Some may have seen that to be obvious. I certainly didn't, because I don't pick up on things like that very well. But not only was that a cool twist, I think it was very at the tail end of the film, is when Daniel Craig's character in particular was laying out how everything actually went down. It was kind of his shining moment for his character. He just was there's a lot of passion behind what he was saying. It was very evident, and I think that was pretty much the only point where the character acting was good, and we'll get to that later. But yeah, Daniel Craig had a pretty shining moment right at the tail end of the film, so that was kind of nice to see. That's it for the likes. Now on to the dislikes. It was very boring and slow paced, especially in the middle, and it was just very kind of hard to watch. I was damn near falling asleep, and much like damn near every movie I watch that's kind of newish like this, I have the theater to myself with some friends, and that's 99% of the time how I'm watching these movies. And I was not the only one in there falling asleep. I was talking to some friends afterwards, and let's just say I wasn't the only one that was getting pretty sleepy during this movie. And I'm like, may have been at 12:30 in the morning, but I'm a bit of a night owl. It's not uncommon for me to go to bed at 3. So for a movie to be putting me asleep at about midnight-ish, I tend to blame the movie, not really my sleeping habits, just saying. So it was very boring and slow-paced. And again, there's nothing wrong with being slow-paced, but you gotta do it in an entertaining manner, and this did not do it for me. I can watch slow-paced movies just fine and be very involved in them. This was not one of them. And probably the biggest hit to this film is that I couldn't get connected to any characters. I didn't care about any characters' choices or what their fates, I guess. Like so it was very let on that Marta was the one who killed the old man for most of the movie, but she did it by accident. But I didn't really care that she was getting blamed, that she was gonna go to prison for it or whatever. It's like I couldn't, for whatever reason, I couldn't build a relationship with the characters within the film. So I just couldn't, because then I couldn't get invested into it enough to probably really enjoy it. I don't know why I couldn't, but something was missing from this. Something was missing from this film to where that didn't allow me to bond with the characters and such. So that's a huge hit to this film. Big old haymaker to it. But that's really it for the dislikes, but it is 2 big dislikes. And with that being said, I feel Knives Out earns a score of 5 out of 10. Not a lot to say on this because as I may have said on this video, on this channel before, the hardest movies to review are the ones that are right in the middle of good and bad because not a lot sticks out. I do my best, but just a guy, just a human. I'm trying. But it's like nothing stands out. There's nothing unique about it. So therefore, it's kind of hard to find things that I like and dislike about it because everything is just so average, I guess. At least like with Countdown, a movie that was impeccably horrible, I have a whole lot to say that I didn't like about it. And then if you take the opposite side of the spectrum and Jojo Rabbit, a movie that was by every account I could find, in my opinion, flawless, I have a lot to say of what I like. Whereas a movie that's a 5 out of 10 that falls right in the middle, I struggle to find things that I like and dislike about it because of just how average it is. But with that, it's getting pretty good reviews somehow. I don't see why. Go ahead and see it if you want. If you miss it, you won't be missing much in my opinion. But yeah, Knives Out, 5 out of 10 from here on Big Dog Movie Reviews. But with that being said, that's a review. It's going in the book. There we go. It's going in the book. And as always, if you hit the video with a like, if you leave a comment in the comment section, if you think I was right, if you think it was worse than a 5 out of 10, if you think it was better than a 5 out of 10, I welcome all challengers to try and change my mind. And as always, if you are any sort of a movie fan and you just want some opinions on some films, do hit subscribe. Do hit that subscribe button. I do movie reviews every chance I can. A lot of newer movies, the occasional older one that I watch on Netflix or Amazon or Hulu or whatever. But yeah, just any movie. If you consider yourself a movie fan, you just want second opinion on films or maybe a first opinion before you go and see it, watch these videos. I think you'll find them very helpful. And as always, if you're looking to get a little more involved with the channel, do follow the corresponding Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd accounts. As in the username for those, as always, all 3 of them is at BigDogMR79. I'll be putting that at the end of the screen at the end of the video. That's really all I have for today. And as always, go out there and change the world for the better. You can do it, and I will see you guys later.